Today on the channel, we're back at it with another Loose Collector Crypt series unboxing, this time with the famed and fabled Yeti.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Loose Collector Crypt series unboxing and review. And today on the channel, some call him the Abominable Snowman, some even call him Bigfoot, but we call him the Yeti. But of course, for all your Yeti needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up DJC Collectibles. Use discount code 8OFFDJC to save 8% off your entire order. Gotta get a deal out there. And you know we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And Todd McFarland, you're chiming in early already. It's not Yeti, it's Yeti. It's the Yeti, apparently. You've been watching too much wrestling. You've been catching up. Todd's trying to get into this wrestling train. You're watching a lot of WCW, I see. Shout out to the Yeti from WCW. But shout out to the Loose Collector Crypt Club series, the Skookum, Bigfoot, the Great Wolves. We're unboxing them all here on the channel. We did Mr. Hyde many moons ago. You know I'm here for cryptozoological creatures. I'm here for it all day long. A hairy bipedal creature making it even better. And the Yeti, one of the most famous of all of them. The Abominable Snowman, whatever you want to call him. In the wintry Canadian wilderness, maybe Russia, maybe Siberia, things like that, up on Mount Kilimanjaro. Who knows where he could be hiding? I want to believe so bad, but you just don't know until somebody finds one here. But he is very cool, and this guy looks even more demented than some. And I think it's the horns. I think that's what it does. You throw some horns on a character like this, he looks extra evil. I don't know if it's the devil theory or what it is, but we're here for it. We're going to dive into it. We're going to see what the Yeti is up to today. Looking good in all white. Yeti down there, Crypt Club, Loose Collector, playing all the hits. 1/12 scale. Where will you put this in your collection? That's the million-dollar question for the Yeti. There he is, looking good. And then on the back, we do got the bio read. You can pause the video and read that if you want to. Got the cross-sell, unboxing all these on the channel. You know how we do by now. In the darkest heart of the Himalayas. How did I forget the Himalayas? Of course, the Himalayas. Where the winds whispered like dying breaths and the snow falls like shrouds. Sometimes something ancient prowls, not a guardian, but a predator. Silent, hungry, and relentless. They called it the Yeti, which, when it's true, unspoken for, to say it's aloud was to invite its gaze. And nobody wants the gaze of the Yeti, let me tell you. I'll never forget, was it Destination Truth, Expedition Unknown, one of those things. Josh Gates, great friend of the channel, Todd McFarland. Met Josh Gates one time. We talked about it a little bit. But he was out there searching for the Yeti once upon a time. With a decent luck, so you need to look into that if that is your thing. But there it is, a very whitish blue color. There goes the head. Oh my gosh, a little Yeti head. Everybody wants some. But I'm going to take this offline. We can get him put together. We'll be back talking all things the Yeti. All right, we got the Loose Collector Yeti out of the package here. And just like we saw with the Skookum and Bigfoot, we're going to dive into the accessories. Not a lot going on. I'm not sure what you'd think of an accessory for a Yeti would be. Maybe a goat that he could be munching on or something would have been a fun accessory, but have to do that yourself. But as usual, we get the creepy splayed out hands. You got the long fingernails, extra gnarly there. And then he's got that blue skin, that dark blue skin. It almost looks like iced over frozen skin here. I mean, it just looks very, very creepy. And then you got that bluish gray fur on the top. It just looks something out of the Himalayas, what it reminds me of. Two fists of fury here on the Yeti. Nothing worse than getting punched in the face by a Yeti. You just imagine you get ripped in half or eaten. I wouldn't imagine to get punched in the face, but it wouldn't be good to be on the business end of a face punching from the Yeti. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. But now we're going to dive into the Yeti in the head department. Two heads. And the fun thing about this line, all three of these figures of the Bigfoot variety, they all come with two heads. So if you want multiples in your fig fed, you want two Yetis, you got two different heads to make them different, put two different hands on it, and you're on your way to getting different figures here. We got two heads here. We get a grumpy old troll looking one. This looks like the Billy Goat's gruff troll or something with more hair. Red, creepy eyes. You got that grayish blue skin tone with the whites in there. Got two big old tusks coming out of the mouth. Looking creepy, looking wild on this one. And then you get the yin and yang. This one even more devilish. He's got the horns on this one. So this one, no horns. This one has horns. Not sure exactly. When I think of the Yeti, I don't think of him with horns, but maybe you do. But he's got the open, wide mouth here, looking extra creepy on that one. Same skin tone color, same fur color on this one. A little off-center on the mouth, but it feels like that's kind of how nature made him. That's how nature made him. A little off-center, just like you and me, Todd. Just a little off-center from time to time. But the big old ram horns over the top looking pretty cool. Not a bad piece of business. Now, as we've seen on all these figures, you do get the fur over the top. The fur is removable, so you can plug that off if you want to, plug it back on. Fur color, pretty much uniform throughout this whole thing, and that's how it's going to be. That's how I would imagine it to be. These heads are a little hard to get on there. There's a lot of movement out of that neck, so you can pull it down, stick it straight up, do whatever you want to do, but you got to power that head on there, and that's what I did with the Yeti, and he's ready to go. Now, this head feels right size compared to the other ones. I did say the other two, their heads are a little bit small for the body. I think it's the horns on this one that adds a little bit girth, and we love girth, Todd McFarlane. Adds some girth to this one, makes it a little bit bigger, but he looks like a guy or a Yeti that's just frozen. He's just covered in snow and ice. He blends in with the snow and the ice. It makes sense. This is what I imagine a Yeti to look for, except for the horns. I don't imagine the horns, but I imagine it would be like this, that if there's a big snowstorm going on, you wouldn't see this guy coming at you. That's what I imagine. But he does look good. I love the color of the fur on this one. I love that white and gray and blue. It looks really, really good. The chest, a little bit darker blue down there in the abs, and he's got some abs showing through. He's been working out. We know what he's up to. Bright blue fingers and hands. Same thing with the toes. Looks like he's got frostbite or something. Almost on its way to turning black. Got those big toes down here, akin to a Bigfoot as well. Big feet, of course. Got those going on. You got a little bit of light on the toenails on this one. All the other ones have had dark. He's a little bit lighter, which does work for him. Head is removable, as we saw. We got a good neck peg that goes up, down, back, forth, side to side. Arms all the way around. Bicep cut right there. Double jointed, pinless elbows, smooth as butter. Hands back and forth, side to side. Hands removable. You got the hula hoop up top, plus a traditional waist. You got the big Yeti splits if you need them, looking good. Leg goes up for the kick to the junk if you need to. Double jointed, pinless knees, smooth as butter. Toe articulation, and a little bit of back and forth on the feet down there. Pretty darn good if you ask me. Now, he doesn't fit on a stand, but he's so big, he does not need a stand of any kind. He's a mountain of a creature here, and he is very heavy. Once again, 112 scale, but he's got a good weight to him, there's no doubt. But a fun one here, and I would say after Bigfoot, the most famous kind of hairy bipedal creature. You know, there's a whole part of the world that calls him the Yeti, of course, but I always say Bigfoot, and then you go to Yeti, and then I guess the Skookum. I don't know. I know the skunk ape more than that down there in Florida and stuff. But we do got Bigfoot here. We can do a little comparison between the three now. So there's old Bigfoot there. And then you got the evil Skookum. Very cool. It feels like Bigfoot's the wise old guy here. He's a little bit monstrous, and this guy's full-on monster. That's at least how my brain sees these big three. Very, very cool there. But for a little comparison for this guy, let's grab some friends out. How about we look at the Wendigo, of course, the Yeti by another name. Marvel Legends Wendigo, similar but different. You can see that size comparison different. I can see people using this as Wendigo in their Marvel Legends if you want to, just like Sasquatch and Bigfoot. How about the G.I. Joe Polar Bear? We got this not too long ago. You think Yeti and the Polar Bear cross paths a time or two. You can stand this Polar Bear up and kind of see how the size difference is there. So I can kind of help you along the way, maybe. And then maybe Snow Jobs out there in the Arctic, running around, dancing around, losing his snowshoes, maybe something like that. You can see how he would look if he ran across a Bigfoot or a Yeti out in the wilderness. Wouldn't be a good day for old Snow Job, I don't think. But if Frostbite was there with the Snowcat, yeah, all bets are off. All bets are off. But there's the Yeti, part of the Crypt series from Loose Collector. Be very interested to hear your thoughts on these ones here. Are these pickups for you? Passes, long game, no game, didn't even know they existed game? Let me know your thoughts on these three figures, especially the Yeti. That's what we're talking about in this video. But let me know what you think about him. Are you picking any up? Let me know your thoughts. And do you believe in the Yeti? Have you seen the Yeti? Todd has, he says, and we'll have to fill him in later on that, or you'll have to fill me in later on that. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. Your best way to support the channel and all the content it does bring. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show. Available wherever podcasts are found with video cast on YouTube. So for the Yeti, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?